Hey, hi, hello creatives, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay and today we are doing my March plan with me. First off, I'm going to tell you show you the supplies that I'm using today. First is my A5 size Archer and Olive notebook. I'm using two Tombos, 910 and 243. The dual brush pens, my uni pin fine liners. I'm using the Fudonosuke something hard tip brush pen. My Tombow adhesive, some washi tapes that I got from, I think these are from Shein, some dictionary pages and some stickers from the Four Bears sticker company out in Ottawa here, that's close to me here in Ontario. And these all came, did they come in my recent box? No. I've been subscribed for quite some time, and these are just pages that I pulled out that kind of go with the theme of my pictures that I've decided to use for today. This is the style that I've used for all of my bullet journal setups, and most of my bullet journal setups, and it's the scrapbooking kind of collage-y theme, and I really enjoy it. I love setting it up, and so today we are doing a travel aesthetic, and I chose this because March is my birthday month, and we it's cold here. We're actually getting dumped on by snow as we speak. We're supposed to get about 20 centimeters, and I wanted to look at some places that I have been. So I didn't choose any photos that I personally have taken, but I went through Pinterest and I chose photos from 4 different places that I've been. First off is New York City, that I went with my best friend back in 2013. Next, I chose Aruba, that I went for on my honeymoon, and then Banff, that I went to the same year I got married with another best friend of mine. She was living there at the time, and I went and stayed with her and did some adventures out in Banff, which I love it out there. I can't wait to go back. And lastly is Tobermory, that I went with my husband. I believe it was for our first year wedding anniversary. Yes, it was our first year wedding anniversary. So here there's 4 photos that or the 4 different places that I've chosen, and I've tried to include a picture from each place here on this cover page. Top left is New York City, bottom left is Tobermory, and then on the right you'll see the chapel from Aruba, and then a picture of, I think this is Mount Rundle. I think it's Rundle. When my girlfriend watches this, Nikki, when she watches this, she can look closely at that picture to see if that's Mount Rundle. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it's in Banff because that's what I searched. So hopefully that mountain is in fact in Banff. Otherwise, it's a little misleading. But I believe it's Mount Rundle. It looks familiar, so that's what I'm going with. So then moving on to my calendar spread, my spreads that I've been doing are pretty straightforward. I've definitely been kind of doing the same theme or the same setup for each one, and for each setup I kind of set up each page very similar, and it works for me, so why change it? You see here that I screwed up a little bit, and I guess because I'm getting more and more into this notebook, it was kind of rounded, I guess, at this point, and my fine liner got a little ahead of me, but I just used the gel pen, the jelly roll, and it's basically almost invisible. I mean, not quite, but it's still not an eyesore, but I'm still not gonna stress about it. You make mistakes, you move on. You figure out how to fix it. If you can't fix it, you embrace it in your spread and you continue, moving on. So I'm just numbering out my pictures here, or my calendar, and then I'm going to set up on the bottom right. What I'm doing right now is I like to write out my subscribers and my Instagram followers, and I put my numbers for the beginning and the end of the month, and it's just something that I like to see. I don't focus too much on the numbers, honestly. I have been posting a few more shorts recently here on YouTube, and they've been very successful for my channel. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful for my new subscribers that have come along. So I'm really hoping you're enjoying my content. And yeah, so I don't stress too much about the numbers, but it's just nice to see that it's going in the right direction. That's all. So on the top right here, I'm just doing a small little cluster. One photo is from an airplane, I believe, going over New York City. At least that's what I typed into Pinterest. And then next to it is flamingos from Aruba, as when we went to Aruba, we stayed at a hotel that had a private island that had Flamingo Beach on it, and there was flamingos all over the beach, which was incredible, absolutely incredible. So then here, you see that I'm kind of flipping back and forth from the pages because I realized that I skipped a page when I went in and penciled in all of my stuff for what my pages are going to look like, so I don't have to do that on screen. I realized that I actually missed a page. So I just kind of, flipped back and forth to see what the layout was. Luckily, this one's pretty easy. It wasn't my calendar spread, which was nice, but this one is just my budgeting page and my paycheck kind of allocation of money page. So again, it was pretty straightforward. Like I said, there's not a lot of setup that I had to do for these pages anyways, but you'll see here that I'm just covering over the debt that I originally wrote because I did not like it at all. I think it looked funny, but so again, just kind of covering up that little thing that I don't like and fixing it with something else. So carrying on. I don't necessarily love how I wrote budget, but again, I'm really trying to practice my brush lettering, and just the only way to get better is to constantly practice, and I can't expect when I first start trying that it's going to look perfect. So I'm just constantly practicing. So I used I'm just adding in my stickers, and I go in and add the 4 dates for getting paid 4 times in the month. And I'm paid on a bi-weekly basis and my husband is paid on a weekly basis, but we just want to make sure that we're putting in our money. We have a mortgage account that we just basically move in all of our bill money in there, and all of our bills come out of that one page or that one account, which is extremely helpful and something that I've really enjoyed doing. So yeah, that was my budgeting page. Now moving on to, again, spreads that I always am setting up. If you've seen my previous bullet journal setups, this is not a surprise. On what I'm setting up now on the left side is my memories page, and it's just a page that I write down a quick highlight, a memory, a little summary of what I did that day, anything that's kind of something that stands out for the day and I want to remember later. And it's just something so satisfying to me to see that page all filled out. I'm really working on getting some of at the end of every month, I like to do a monthly, not overview page. I literally basically scrapbook the entire month on one page at the end of the month setup. So I'm really working on finishing those so that I can film my 2021 bullet journal flip through. So I'm really working hard for you guys. I'm hoping that it comes out next week, but we will see. Don't hold me to it, but that's my goal. That's what I'm aiming for, is the video to come out next week. This video is already a day late, but that's okay. At least it's still, getting out there and, sharing it with you guys. But so what you'll see there that I just kind of finished arranging all of the photos on there is actually my mood board. And if you've watched my previous videos, you know that this is my favorite page to set up. I love collage journaling, and I love adding this page into my bullet journal just to know that it's in there, and to basically, I also like to see how my style has progressed and how I'm constantly improving and, liking my setups more and more. So just to describe the photos that you see here on the top left, I'll go in like reading a book order, I guess. The top left is the grotto in Tobermory. The middle of the top is of the skating rink out in New York City that my girlfriend and I went and skated on when we were there. The top right is of Central Park in New York. And then on the bottom, you got a photo of Lake Moraine that I did not get to go see the last time I was in Banff. So I'm super excited to go and see Lake Moraine the next time I go. And then there was also a photo of Emerald Lake that we went and saw that my girlfriend surprised me to go and visit, which is in BC in the Yoho National Park. And then there was also 2 pictures from Aruba. The bottom right photo was of, I believe it's the shopping mall that's there, and it's bright pink and it's beautiful. And I also can't wait to go back to Aruba at some point, because there was definitely a lot of things that I wish we would have saw, but we were in relaxing mode. We were on our honeymoon and we just wanted to chill on the beach, which is exactly what we did. And I can't wait to go back and explore more of the island because their slogan is One Happy Island, and they are not lying. It is a beautiful place, and the people are so nice, and it's so safe and comforting. And I just can't wait to go back to explore more. And so now working on the last page is my weekly setup. And as you might know or not know, that I used to only set up my weekly pages on one page, but now I'm enjoying the double page, because if I fail to plan for that day, I honestly just journal about my day on that page, and I'm really enjoying doing that. I'm enjoying when this page looks all full. I'm enjoying just setting it up over the 2 pages as well. I think it's creatively free, but we're at the end of this video. So I want to thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, I hope you like, comment, share, subscribe, do all of the things. It means the world and helps my channel grow. And I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye.